I hope we can all recognize what we are witnessing. We aren't even through the first round of the playoffs, and I can already say this is one of the best postseasons I've ever seen. The star talent, intensity, and competitiveness are all off the charts. None of these series are short of any headlines and narratives either. And the thing is, it's only going to get better. For starters, Nuggets vs. Clippers just might go down as the best first round series ever. 3 of their 4 games have been decided by one bucket, and Game 4 might have just been the best of them. In one game, we saw the best player in the world drop 36 and 21, a heated scuffle, and a 22-point fourth quarter comeback. And if this wasn't enough, it all ended with Aaron Gordon giving us the first ever playoff buzzer-beating dunk. This was honestly one of the best endings I've seen not only in the NBA, but across all of sports. And the whole series has been this good. In just 4 matchups, we've seen 3 games come down to the final possession, the resurgence of Harden and Westbrook, and Kawhi Leonard reminding everyone why he was once in discussions for best player in the world. The best part about it is that the series is tied at 2, which means we are guaranteed at least 2 more battles of this. I know I said it previously, but this series needs a Game 7. Then there's Warriors vs. Rockets, 2 teams that have history dating back to 2015. The defensive intensity has been through the roof for this one, and gives fans of the old school something to watch. In Game 1, we saw the duo of Curry and Butler take over. Steph continued to make our jaws drop with his incredible shot making, while playoff Jimmy made his Warriors debut. Then, the young Rockets core would strike back in Game 2. Jalen Green exploded for 38, while Alperen Şengün continued to look like a young Jokic. Oh, and who could forget the controversy surrounding Butler's injury? This landing left the Warriors without their second superstar for the rest of Game 2. He wouldn't play in Game 3 either, which led to Steph popping off for 36, 7, and 9. This marks his 37th playoff game with at least 35 and 5, which ties him with Kobe Bryant for 3rd all-time. And you know the only 2 above him? Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Speaking of LeBron, he might be the only one to defeat Father Time. At 40 years old, this man posted 38 and 10 in Game 3, then followed it up with 27, 12, and 8 in Game 4. His co-star Luka Doncic continues to pick defenses apart, making at least 2 to 3 plays a game that have you shaking your head. Then, on the Timberwolves side, you have Minnesota proving that last year wasn't a fluke. Jaden McDaniels is shaping into this generation's Scottie Pippen, while Julius Randle is rewriting the postseason narrative behind his name. Naz Reid has been a spark off the bench and has yet to miss a shot in the fourth quarter. Then, of course, you have Anthony Edwards pushing his name for face of the league. This man is on a mission, both for winning and collecting the most fines possible. His energy just brings a whole new level of intensity to the series, especially in Game 4. In Minnesota's Game 4 win, Edwards scored 43 points to go along with 8 rebounds and 6 assists. He also notched his 100th career postseason 3, officially becoming the youngest player in history to reach this mark. More importantly, his Timberwolves now lead the Lakers 3-1, but we all know that lead is anything but safe when LeBron is on the other side. And in terms of the one series that's already wrapped up in the West, that would be OKC and Memphis. Yes, this was a sweep, and I do think the Grizzlies would have avoided it had Ja been healthy, but we still got to see one of the largest blowouts in NBA history in Game 1, a 51-point massacre highlighted by Jalen Williams. Then in Game 3, we saw OKC climb all the way back from down 29 to take a 3-0 lead. The Thunder are showing why they're not only one of the best teams in the league this year, but in recent memory too. Moving out east, we'll start with the Cavs and Heat. Yes, the Cavs are up 3-0, but let's not take away what we've seen on the court. Miami became the first 10 seed to make the playoffs and nearly upset the Cavs in Game 2. But for Cleveland, they are proving why they are the top seed in the East. Even with the struggling Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland sideline, this team still dominated. They just handed the Heat their worst playoff loss in franchise history to take a 3-0 lead. If they win on Monday night, it'll be the Cavs' first ever 4-0 sweep without LeBron James. Moving on to the other Eastern Conference favorites, with the Boston Celtics taking on the Orlando Magic, the defending champs versus a group of young and upcoming stars. Despite this being a 3-1 series, these games haven't been short of any entertainment. The Magic have been exceptionally physical and have made the Celtics work for everything. The duo of Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner look ready to take the next step, while Jason Tatum is making life hard for his haters. With how tough Orlando has played these guys, it seems like a whole new side of Zero was being unlocked. Oh, and even when he didn't play in Game 2, Jaylen Brown stepped up with a 36, 10, and 5 masterpiece. As I've mentioned in previous videos, their depth and coaching is going to be tough to beat for any team they face moving forward. Add in the fact that they've already been bruised up by this Magic team, and they'll be ready for anything. This rematch of last year's first round has not disappointed. The Bucks and Pacers continue to show no love for one another and are quickly developing into a rivalry. They've played each other 19 times the last 2 seasons alone, and the chippiness shows it. But in terms of play on the court, Indiana is easily one of the most well-rounded teams in basketball. In Game 4, they had 8 players score in double figures. Pascal Siakam has been incredible and is arguably one of the most underrated players in the league. Which is ironic because Tyrese Halliburton is silencing the critics who voted him as the NBA's most overrated player. On the Bucks side, you've got Giannis continuing his tear. He became the first player in league history to start the playoffs with 3 straight games of at least 30 and 10 on 60% or better shooting. That's about as bright as it gets for the Bucks besides seeing Gary Trent Jr. explode for 37 points off 9 threes in Game 3. While we did see Damian Lillard make his return following a remarkable turnaround, it would be short-lived. He suffered an Achilles tear in Game 4, which saw the Pacers run away to take a 3-1 lead. Add in the circulating rumors of Giannis leaving this offseason, and this could potentially become way worse for Milwaukee. And finally, we have New York versus Detroit. Two teams with illustrious history that both bolster incredible fan bases. On one side, you've got the resurgence of the year with the Detroit Pistons. After winning just 14 games last year, Detroit completely bypassed the play in securing the 6th seed. Then you've got New York, a squad that has been called overrated all year long, looking to make their case as legit Eastern Conference contenders. Even if you don't have a dog in the fight, this series has more than enough to keep you entertained. In fact, every one of these games has came down to the last 2 minutes. The Knicks are up 3-1, but it could easily be flipped had a few plays or calls gone in the other direction. In Game 1, we saw the Knicks go on a 21-0 run in the fourth quarter to capture the win. Then in Game 2, Cade Cunningham led the Pistons to their first playoff win since 2008. Then heading back to Detroit, both Games 3 and 4 ended with intense drama. Two controversial no calls in the final seconds saw the Knicks take a 3-1 lead over the Pistons. Regardless, Jalen Brunson is justifying why he's this season's clutch player of the year. Every time the Knicks have needed a bucket from him, he's delivered. Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional too. His play late in Game 4, especially from long range, is a key reason they're heading back to New York with the lead. These playoffs have been an absolute blessing, and I hope we don't take any of it for granted. For someone who missed out on the days of Celtics versus Lakers and Michael Jordan, I'm grateful to be witnessing what I'm watching today. So let me know what your guys' favorite moments of the playoffs have been so far. Who's going to win it all? Tell me down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks for watching as always, and until next time, peace.